Every single day, people walk into my clinic convinced they are doing everything right. They walk consistently 30 minutes, sometimes more, and yet they come to me with knee pain, chronic fatigue, numbness in their legs, and a general feeling of getting worse, not better. The first question I ask is always the same: how exactly are you walking? And that is where things get interesting, because the problem almost never is that people walk too little. The problem is that they walk wrong. And wrong walking is not just wasted effort. It actively damages your joints, wrecks your posture, overloads your cardiovascular system, and drives chronic inflammation through your tissues year after year. I have seen this picture over and over in my clinic. People doing the right thing in the wrong way and paying a physical price they do not understand. My name is Dr. Favor Adeyemi, and this channel is dedicated to bringing you the latest evidence-based research on senior health in a way that is actually practical and easy to use. If you have not subscribed yet, I would encourage you to do that now so you never miss what we are covering. Today, I am walking you through 6 of the most common and most damaging walking mistakes people make after 60. I will tell you the specific mechanism by which each mistake is hurting your body and exactly what to change. This is information nobody is going to give you at your next routine appointment, and it starts with understanding why walking after 60 is a completely different physical event than walking at 40. After 60, the body brings 3 changes to every walk that were not there 20 years ago. First, cartilage in the knee and hip joints has thinned with age. The cushioning between bones is reduced. Poor walking mechanics that your joints could absorb at 40 now cause direct repeated bone-on-bone impact that accelerates joint degeneration. Second, muscle mass has declined through a natural process called sarcopenia. The muscles that stabilize your pelvis, spine, and ankles are less powerful than they were. Incorrect walking form transfers load to the joints and connective tissue that the muscles should be absorbing. Third, the nervous system's ability to sense position and respond to balance challenges has slowed. This makes gait errors not just physically damaging, but also significantly more dangerous from a fall's perspective, which remains the leading cause of serious injury in adults over 65. Walking is medicine when done correctly. Walking is slow harm when done wrong. Here are the 6 mistakes to stop today. Mistake number 1, walking with your head down and shoulders rounded forward. This is the most common posture mistake I see, and it creates damage most people never connect to the neck, shoulder, or back pain they experience. Your head weighs approximately 10 to 12 lb in neutral alignment. For every inch it moves forward, the effective load on the cervical spine doubles. At 2 and forward, the neck is carrying 20 to 24 lb with every step. Over a 30-minute walk, that is thousands of repetitions of excessive load on the cervical discs and facet joints. The rounded shoulders that accompany this close off the rib cage reduce breathing depth, and increase the cardiovascular demand of the walk for the same physical output. People feel more tired than they should. The fix before each walk: stand tall, ears directly above shoulders, chin parallel to the ground, chest open. Check your posture every 5 minutes because the forward drift happens gradually and unconsciously. Mistake number 2, overstriding. Overstriding means landing your heel far in front of your body with the leg nearly straight. When the heel lands extended in front, the knee absorbs a significant braking force with each step. This increases knee joint loading, strains the patellar tendon, and over time contributes to cartilage wear and chronic knee inflammation. Research published in 2024 confirmed that a shorter stride pattern significantly reduces the knee forces most associated with joint damage in walking. Walking efficiency comes from step frequency, not step length. A shorter, quicker step with the foot landing beneath the hip produces less joint impact and delivers the same cardiovascular benefit. The correction: shorten your stride and land with your foot beneath your hip rather than extended far in front. A small increase in step cadence with a shorter landing distance reduces joint load immediately. Mistake number 3, not warming up before walking. Most people over 60 walk out the door and immediately begin at full pace. No preparation, no transition from rest to movement. When you start walking at full intensity from a cold start, blood vessels have not yet dilated to meet the demand, the heart has not gradually increased its output, and muscles are not yet receiving adequate oxygen. The result is an abrupt spike in cardiac demand from a resting baseline. Research consistently identifies the first 3 to 5 minutes of exertion after rest as the period of highest cardiovascular stress during exercise. Cardiac events in older adults cluster disproportionately at the start of activity. The fix: walk at half your normal pace for 2 to 3 minutes before increasing to your full speed. This gradual ramp allows blood vessels to dilate, heart rate to rise smoothly, and muscles to receive oxygen before the demand peaks. It costs 3 minutes and may one day matter significantly. If you have made it this far, you are clearly invested. You want to see what happens next, but most viewers enjoy the content and scroll away without subscribing. If this one really means something to you, tap subscribe. It takes a second. If not, you will probably forget this channel exists and miss a lot of great educational content ahead. I want to take a moment here because what I am about to say connects directly to everything we are discussing today. Over the years in my clinic, I have seen something very simple make a real difference for people over 60. It is not about doing anything extreme. It is about doing the right small things every day. That is why I created a guide called the 30-Day Blood Pressure Reset for seniors. It is a simple, step-by-step plan designed to help support healthy blood pressure through gentle daily routines, light exercises, and clear guidance you can follow at home. The connection to walking is direct. Consistent, correctly performed walking is one of the most powerful tools for blood pressure management available. But walking done wrong, with the mistakes I am describing today, can actually elevate chronic inflammatory markers and increase cardiovascular stress rather than reducing it. Doing the right movement in the right way is exactly what this guide is built around. Some of my patients have used this same structure and told me they felt more in control of their daily habits and more confident about their readings. I am not opening this to everyone. I am only allowing 30 people to go through it right now because I want to follow up closely and see how each person is doing. If you feel like your current routine is not giving you the clarity you need, click the link in the description or scan the QR code before the 30 spots are filled. And because you are part of this community, I have made it easier with a 70% discount. After completing your purchase, please drop your email so I can follow up with you personally. Now let us continue. Mistake number 4, walking in the wrong footwear. This mistake causes more damage than almost any other on this list because it accumulates silently over months before any pain is felt. After 60, the fat padding on the sole of the foot thins, removing natural cushioning. Arch support becomes more important as the tendons and ligaments maintaining the arch lose elasticity. And balance depends increasingly on sensory feedback through the soles, meaning unstable or overly cushioned footwear that reduces ground sensation, increases fall risk. Flat shoes without arch support let the arch collapse with each step, straining the plantar fascia and ankle tendons. Old shoes with compressed cushioning transmit impact directly to the knees and hips. Both patterns accelerate joint damage quietly. Walking shoes should have a moderate heel rise of 8 to 12 mm, firm arch support, adequate forefoot and heel cushioning, and a secure ankle fit. Replace them every 12 to 18 months regardless of how they look because the cushioning compresses long before the shoe shows visible wear. Mistake number 5, walking at a consistently slow pace with no variation. Research is unambiguous. Walking speed after 60 is one of the strongest single predictors of cardiovascular health, cognitive function, and all-cause mortality. A major meta-analysis found that the risk of all-cause mortality is elevated by 89% in older adults with the lowest preferred walking speeds. Walking speed is now described by geriatricians as the 6th vital sign. Walking at a comfortable, constant, very slow pace every day does not adequately challenge the cardiovascular system, does not produce the arterial blood flow improvements that protect against hypertension, and does not deliver the anti-inflammatory signaling that makes walking genuinely therapeutic. The solution is interval variation. Spend 60 to 90 seconds of each 5-minute block at a pace where conversation becomes noticeably more effortful, then return to comfortable pace. Repeated several times across a 30-minute walk, this produces significantly greater cardiovascular and anti-inflammatory benefit than flat, slow walking for the same total time. Mistake number 6, not cooling down after walking. Most people finish their walk and immediately sit down or stop moving entirely. This abrupt transition is particularly dangerous after 65. During sustained walking, the blood vessels in your legs have dilated significantly to deliver blood to working muscles. When you stop suddenly, that blood does not immediately return to the heart. Cardiac output drops abruptly. Blood pressure at the level of the brain falls. This is why many older adults feel dizzy or lightheaded immediately after stopping exercise. It is called post-exercise hypotension, and it is a direct consequence of stopping too quickly. The fix? Reduce your pace progressively over the final 2 to 3 minutes until you are walking very slowly, then stop. This gradual deceleration allows blood pressure to adjust smoothly and the heart to reduce its output in an orderly way. The same principle as the warm-up, but in reverse and equally important. 6 mistakes, 6 corrections, all of them free, all of them startable today. Head forward and shoulders rounded damages the cervical spine and reduces breathing efficiency. Overstriding loads the knee joints with braking force that erodes cartilage over time. Skipping the warm-up creates abrupt cardiovascular demand when risk is highest. Wrong footwear silently transfers impact to joints that are already working with reduced cushioning. Walking at constant slow pace fails to deliver the cardiovascular and anti-inflammatory benefits that make walking genuinely protective. And stopping too abruptly drops blood pressure and produces the dizziness that leads to dangerous falls. Pick one mistake you recognize in yourself right now and change it on your next walk. That is it. One change consistently applied produces real results. Tell me in the comments, which of these 6 mistakes are you currently making? I read every comment, and your answers shapes what I cover next. Before you go, I want you to think about something. Most people keep waiting for the perfect moment to take their health seriously, but that moment usually never comes. That is exactly why I put together my guide, the 30-Day Blood Pressure Reset for Seniors. It is made to help you follow a simple daily routine that supports healthy blood pressure without confusion or stress. It includes gentle exercises, daily habits, and a clear plan you can stick to day by day. I have seen people in my care feel more confident just by following something structured like this. Right now, I am keeping it very limited to just 30 people because I want to treat it like a small group I can observe closely. Once those spots are filled, I will close it. If you feel ready to start something simple and structured, click the link in the description or scan the QR code to get your copy now. And since you are part of this audience, like family to me, I have added a 70% discount so you can get started without worrying about the cost. After completing your purchase, please drop your email so I can follow up with you personally. I will check in with you through email and help you stay consistent with the plan. Disclaimer: everything shared in this video is general educational information based on published research in biomechanics, geriatric exercise science, and cardiovascular medicine. It is not personal medical advice for your individual situation. If you experience joint pain, chest discomfort, shortness of breath, or dizziness during or after walking, please consult your doctor before continuing your walking routine. This information is intended to support your health conversations, not to replace them.